I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm glad I can say that I brought that to the VIP.
From the corner of Martin Luther King Avenue and PCH here.
The first microphone I picked up was here at the VIP.
Don't you think that sound like suicide? Yeah, well, I'm down to ride for life.
Hello, my name is Kelvin Anderson. I own the world famous VIP Records here in the great city of Long Beach.
VIP Records was the record store that I bought my first record from. Exactly, so when I was able to put out my first record, it only made sense for me to come back and let them be the first ones to sell the record. I'm thankful for the vision of having the vision of wanting to be a peaceful person and want to try to get back to the community.
This is where, you know what I'm saying, people who was robbing, stealing, doing bad shit came and they got their together. He gave motivation.
VIP Records was a chain of independent black-owned record stores that was launched in 1967 by my oldest brother, Cletus Anderson, who started VIP. And from a big family, we all grew up in the state of Mississippi, and every time someone would graduate from high school, they would come to California and work for him. And so when I came in 1972, we started expanding. We started opening up more locations. So I worked for him for my first 7 years in the business. I worked for him, and we opened up several stores in and around LA County. So in June of '78, he opened VIP Records in Long Beach. And 6 months later, January of '79, I bought the store from him. So I've actually owned it since 1979.
We're happy to be here to support Kelvin Anderson as well as the rest of the VIP Records in the Los Angeles area. If it wasn't for them, they put black independent retail on the map out here in LA. And he's been very supportive of all our acts and our labels such as Motown Records, Mercury Records, A&M, Island, Def Jam, and so forth and so on. So we just want to come out today and acknowledge that and support them in every which way we can, because it's definitely a true partnership between Polygram and also VIP Long Beach.
After working with the first act that we worked with, a guy whose stage name was Radio. Radio was someone that we thought had the most talent in Long Beach because he could sing, rap, dance, he could beatbox. He was like our Biz Marquee like.
Kelvin, we need a drum machine. He was like, all right, how much it cost?
Next group that I paid attention to was a group called 213, which was Warren, Snoop, and Nate Dogg.
What's up, y'all? This is Warren G, that's Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg, and we're doing it big for y'all, 213 style. That's our group.
And 213 represents, it's not just a number to us, it's a movement. Because at one point in time, 213 represented all of Southern California. Whether you was in Orange County, San Gabriel Valley, you know, Long Beach, Compton, it was all 213, so it's a movement, you know what I'm saying? It's basically saying that Southern California is on the move again, and we the frontier movement, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be out front to make it happen for everybody else.
I mean, we make hit records together. We got a chemistry, that, you know, to where we make hit records, and Snoop is able to do his own thing now, call his own shots. Nate is able to call his own shots, and I'm able to call my own shots, and we're not dealing with no more record companies telling us that we can't do our record together, so now we can finally do it.
Warren G always believed in 213 more than anybody, like he believed in the whole situation before we got a deal anyway.
We come together as 213, that we know what we bring to the table, so we don't run into those problems. And this is a true friendship. The record company didn't put this group together.
Warren and Snoop was affiliated with the 20s, and Nate Dogg was affiliated with Eastside, which was two groups that was practically killing each other on a regular basis back then. So that was a victory right there. So we were able to, you know, change the community in a sense and give young people an outlet to express themselves, and quite a few people, you know, did well. Like I say, it wasn't just rappers and singers. We had Jamie Foxx used to hang out in the back. I've heard him mention it in a couple of the interviews. DJ Quick told me later on that that's where he got his inspiration to do what he wanted to be a producer and an artist. So we have a lot of influence on a lot of people. Ricky Harris, that went on to be had a great career in comedy and stuff. He said in the interview that VIP was the first place he ever picked up a microphone.
The first microphone I picked up was here at the VIP.
One of the things that I want to say about the gang situation and stuff, being born and raised in Mississippi and coming out here, this was just like way over my head. I couldn't understand how guys that grew up together, went to the same school, sometimes distant cousins, how they could possibly, end up in situations like that where they're, claiming corners, streets and stuff like that. And one of the things that, that was, like I said, a part of me opening the recording studio, because, like I said, you could totally feel safe coming to VIP and stuff, because I wasn't having it. And I was fortunate enough at the time and been here so long that, thank God, I have to respect the hardest, roughest ones in Long Beach and stuff. I mean, I think the fact that I showed love and respect is one of the reasons why I received it, because there's some pretty hardcore guys here on the east side. But I never had any of those type problems. I have a few, because I was that guy who stood between brothers and sisters fighting. I was that guy that stood between Insanes and 20s. I stood between Bloods and Crips. I stood between East Coast and West Coast. Not a lot of put into black on black crime when it comes to the police department. And I still feel that the police department is the biggest gang in Long Beach. It's no retirement plan in gang banging.
It's the LBC thing.